You're listening to FM HDMS Radio,
a Digital One radio station.
Sexy words don't mean that much to me, 'cause I've heard just about everything that a man could ever say to me to make me stay before. Now I need more, so don't bring me roses, bring me the truth. Don't buy me diamonds, 'cause that just won't do. Material things I can buy myself if I really want to. I need something special, I need something new. Just give me you. Spare me the part where you shower me with gifts. Don't send me cards, no box of chocolates, and don't promise me the world. I'm not that type of girl that needs that to feel complete. So don't bring me roses, bring me the truth, and don't buy me diamonds, 'cause that just won't do. Material things I can buy myself if I really want to. I need something special, I need something new. Just give me you. Just give me you. Yes. Oh. Things of this world don't mean that much to me. I need your heart and I need honesty. If all you've got is flashiness, then please turn around and leave. Don't bring me roses, bring me the truth. Don't buy me diamonds, 'cause that just won't do. Material things I can buy myself if I really want to. I need something special, I need something new. Don't bring me roses, bring me the truth. Don't buy me diamonds, 'cause that just won't do. Material things I can buy myself if I really want to. I need something special, I need something new. Just give me you. Just give me you, baby. All I need is you. And give me you. Sexy words don't mean that much to me. Give me you. Give me you.
Can I give you you? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome right here to this exclusive spotlight out of Studio 236. I'm going to talk with Dorsey about something that I think is so sensitive to so many people about their lifestyles. It's going to be on a great subject, and you got to hear this guy, because the views and opinions of this program is not necessarily those of Simone Malone or the radio station, but are we talking about the same love? Here's Anita Baker on a cloudy Saturday afternoon out of Philly.
Made us laugh, and some made us sad. We used to break up to make up. All the fun that came from those love games. Oh, when I think I need someone new, no, it just won't do. Because I think about you, baby, from beginning to end. 365 days of the year, I want your same old love, baby. All I wanna do is keep on loving you. I want the same old love. There's a reason that I feel this way. All the things you do, well, it might be the things that you say. Your love never changes. It's like a picture in a frame, and it remains the same. Your undying love for me, oh, it keeps me strong, keeps me holding on from beginning to end. 365 days of the year, I want the same old love, baby. All I wanna do is share my life with you. I want your same old love. I want the same old love, and all I wanna do is share my life with you. The same old love, from beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I want the same old love, baby. And all I wanna do is share my life with you. The same old love. I'm beginning to end, 365 days a year. I want the same old love.
Are you tired of the same old love, or what? Do you want something new and fresh?
I want the same old love. I'm beginning to end, 365.
Oh my, they are already out and about, Dorsey. They know that you're going to be here. They're at one of your favorite bars you like to go to. You hear these folks? They're downtown in Philadelphia. Let's check in live because they know that Dorsey's here and he's got something he's going to talk about. Oh my goodness. Sounds like they're ordering your favorite cocktail, huh? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome right here to this exclusive Facebook Live out of Studio 236. Simone rushed to the studio. My guest got here before I did. Now, you know, I have been out and about, and certainly we are excited once again to welcome my dear brother, William James Dorsey, WJD. How you doing, man? And welcome to Studio 236 once again.
Hello, Simone. I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
I know you are. You beat the feel-good man here.
I did. I wasn't sure.
Tell us real quick what's been going on with you generally before I really tell them a little bit about you. You were here. Has it been 3 months or something? You were here for your interview of your children's book, or what?
Yeah, it's been a few months. It's been a few months since my release of my children's book. First interview. Was nervous then, nervous again now.
And you're doing well during the pandemic and this new stream that we're dealing with? Yeah,
the pandemic has been hard, but I've thrived throughout it. So.
Congratulations. And you look well.
Thank you. So do you.
He's got on his, what are those, golden, the golden shoes?
My gold shoes.
Yeah, golden shoes and golden hat because he's a golden star. I do encourage you to share this on your news feed because you know when Simone comes on, whether I'm sharing an inspirational moment or an exclusive guest, we always have something positive to talk about. Now, this is a very, very different show for me today because it's a sensitive topic when it comes to people's sexual orientation, when it comes to people's beliefs and the opinions and views of this program. I want you to know as a disclaimer, are not necessarily those of Simone Malone or the radio station. So I want to put that out there, because I interview a lot of people on different stations and not just my station for things that I'm involved in. So the views and opinions of what I share or what he shares is not necessarily those of the radio station. We had to use that as a disclaimer so that you would know. Now, just before I bring him on to talk about this, this gentleman is definitely making a difference in his personal life. And again, I congratulate Dorsey for doing that. I'm going to stick to Dorsey for the show today. But let me read a little bit of information about him. Author William James Dorsey, better known as Dorsey, is returning to talk about this recently released self-book entitled Unapologetically Gay. Unapologetically Gay. Some people say they're sorry for their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But the title of this book is called Unapologetically, big word, gay. Volume 1, Relationships, which includes chronicles, other, what else is in there?
Well, it chronicles some of my relationships and things that have happened in my life. It includes anecdotes and
experiences of that you've had dealing in relationships.
Yes.
And I'm sure some of you out there that are watching have had some horrible experiences in relationships, whether it was straight, gay, bisexual, whatever it is, that you had some experiences. I know I've had some experiences in my relationships in the past, and even what I deal with now, because the younger seems to like me. But anyhow, a little bit about Dorsey since his last interview. He's a resident of Philadelphia and has been known and now completed his baccalaureate degree and finished his graduate certificate in information security.
Yep.
Congratulations. How did you do all this and work full time?
Well, not being able to go out and hang out, but being employed full time, I had to write letters to the deans to get approval to take more than 3 classes at one time. And they, because I'm an honors student, they approved my ability to do my graduate studies at the same time as my bachelor studies.
You go, my brother. You go. He's 36 years young. I'm not going to say old because y'all know I'm 52, but I'm in a 28-year-old body. So So he's 36 years old, young, and works for Penn Medicine as a network security. Now, Penn Medicine handles a lot of stuff for me, so you're at a good place.
Yes.
So if I got any problems, I'm going to call him from security. As a network security specialist, video specialist as well there. So the last time we spoke, he had released a children's book related to his childhood experiences dealing with adoption and foster care, and that book is still available for you. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to formally introduce you to William James Dorsey. We're going to call him Dorsey for the show. This is the cover, and this is the book of his latest, this book that he put together, Volume 1, Relationships, Unapologetically Gay. This is a stunning picture of you. I think I looked like that when I was 25, when I took my shirt off. So welcome again right here to Studio 236, and it's a delight to have you. Let's talk a little bit about where did you come up with this title? And folks, again, the views and opinions of this program are not necessarily those of Simone Malone. Unapologetically gay. What does that mean? I was driving, I'm like, what is he talking about? I was talking to my significant other in the car, and I was saying, like, what does this mean?
I remember you asking me about that.
Go ahead.
So the title is just a title, but I identify as a Black gay male now. Okay. The book, even though it's titled Unapologetically Gay, is for all relationships. It doesn't just focus on gay relationships, because I've been in both gay, straight, and bi relationships so far. Okay. The book is full of relatable material that I feel anyone could listen to and read and view, and hopefully get audio on that soon.
Sure. So you said something interesting. You've experienced being straight, gay, and bisexual.
Yes.
Now, do you believe, in your opinion, and like I said, this is a very sensitive subject, do you believe that people are born that way, or they experience as they develop these experiences of their orientation?
I believe that it can be a mix of both.
Okay.
I do believe that people are born that way, as well as, don't knock it till you try it. Some people find it a better match for them as well. Mm-hmm. I don't believe being gay is a choice, though. Mm-hmm. I believe that, like most things, it's based on a lot of our experiences and nurture in nature.
And they choose it as a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So what age did you realize after the experiences you have been through that this was the lifestyle you chose?
Oh man, really young. I hopped the fence a little bit. My first relationship was with both a guy and a girl. And I think later on in my adult life, I really steered towards men.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what age were you when you've had your first experience of being in a relationship with a male? I'm not going to say sexual experience.
Okay.
I'm just going to say your first male.
My little
because
young,
the book is about relationships.
Yes,
so
relationships.
Not about encounters.
But yeah, I'm going to tell you what that book is about.
Sure.
But my earliest time, my little crushes, young love thing was between 11 and 13.
Okay.
So that was my earliest experiences.
I got you. Interesting. And then you just felt that this was a comfortable space for you. This was something comfortable you were with doing, and you decided to stick to this lifestyle.
Yes.
Now, there has been some challenges for you. There has been, especially when a person is openly gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. And like I said, when people who keep it as a secret, who, keep their mask on, who play the role of, I don't want people to know about me. Who cares in this day and time? Long as you're happy with what you're doing, whether you are lesbian, gay, bisexual, whatever. But, it's this quote unquote, this term that people use, coming out of the closet.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about, people that come out of the closet, that things have already been there, but they decided, even a lot of athletes and professional people come out and people may judge them, but they're comfortable in their skin of who they are, of coming out of the closet. How do you feel about that? Because you had to kind of peek in the closet and make a decision, and you came out of it and said, this is me.
Well, for me, I never really had to hide in the closet or come out. These last 3 years, though, I've really been outspoken about it. Before it was, I didn't care who knew. Mm-hmm. I didn't wave my flag all happy and free like I am now. Mm-hmm. For those who do come out of the closet, I realize that it is about self-awareness and self-acceptance at that time, and they're finally open and accepting of themselves. And that journey is a long and hard one, and one that all of us go through, and not just one time either, over and over again throughout our lifetime. Mm-hmm. So,
got you. So, Unapologetically Being Gay. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about this book: Intimacy, Support, Trust, and Growth. I like that. You need intimacy in relationships. You need support. You need trust and growth. Mm-hmm. I oftentimes say, and you might have seen me say it on my show, or you might have seen it in one of my posts, that there are 3 things I bring to a relationship. I'm an advocate, I'm a lover, and a friend. But I like this: intimacy, support, trust, and growth. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what's in this book. I want you to share some of your experiences that have helped you to be the man that you are now, living the life that you're living, because you're certainly living out your passion. You're living out your dream. You have a beautiful home. You drive a nice car. You have a good job. All the things that people want in a relationship. You ain't poor. So let's talk about this. Go ahead.
So the book is about all of the relationships and things that I've been through, but it also talks about some of the relationships that happen around me as well. The book is not just from my point of view. It's from the view of other people, some psychologists, some sociologists, and a few religious hints in there, as well as friends that I've had. While this is considered a self-help book because it falls in that genre, this book is purely for entertainment purposes. Like I call myself out on a few things. I tell you what I was thinking at that time. Okay. I make fun of myself.
Okay.
But to get there, I had to go through a bunch of different things, such as cheating, being self-conscious of myself. One of my disabilities that I have a bone disease, and figuring out where I fit in my personal life, being in a relationship. I've learned that I can't be everything for everyone.
Correct.
And that being with somebody, they should not be my everything either. And that takes time to get to and to understand.
But sometimes they want you to.
Sometimes they want you
to be there for them all the time. They want you to do so much for them. They become what I call very dependent.
Yes.
And a relationship should be codependent, not in a bad sense, but we need each other.
Yeah.
Not to the point that I'm doing everything.
Right.
I'm the one doing all the calling. I'm the one that's doing all the bookings. I'm the one that's paying all the meals. Huh?
Well, what I tell my friends now is that a relationship, you should complement each other. There's nothing wrong with building something together, but as well as having something apart. Right. You shouldn't lose yourself in a relationship. And I think that's when things go wrong and things happen, is when you've lost yourself or your partner has lost themselves in their relationship. And you start to feel resentful of what's going on. Mm-hmm. You get that, one of my friends calls it the 3 or 5 year itch, where you want something new and you want to go on. And if you don't allow yourself to lose yourself in a relationship and keep it new and keep it going, you won't feel that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think is one of the most difficult experiences you had, because you talk about this in the book, of your relationships of being gay that you've learned from?
Ooh. One of the major things and
I hate cheating. I just hate cheating.
Who doesn't hate cheating?
Especially when you find them cheating and then you catch them cheating and they lying to you.
Man, let me tell you.
And they still want to be a part of your life.
Some of the excuses I've gotten for cheating was I wouldn't understand. They thought that it would be okay. That it was my fault. They had no clue as to why they do it, which was one of the most recent ones I've had.
Especially when they claim that they love you and they're satisfied with you. You can't be if you're doing things outside of the relationship. Are you doing it based on need?
Well, that's an interesting concept too. I found that, just because a person cheats on you doesn't mean that they don't love you. 9 times out of 10, there's something lacking within themselves that they haven't resolved. Most recently, I got out of a relationship, and it was, I realized that the guy hadn't reached where I am at in my life currently. Sure. He hadn't resolved with family issues, some issues with his father, some issues with himself as far as self-esteem. And, you can't tell an adult how to adult, and you can't raise a grown man. They have to resolve those issues within themselves, and they can only receive help if they want help.
That's right.
So.
Got you. So some of the experiences that you've had in your relationships has helped you to be a better person in life, as I can see. Tell me, give some points out to people from this book, Being Unapologetically Gay, because there are people out there that are watching that are gay or bisexual and heterosexual, whatever your orientation is. But in particular, we're talking about being gay, because so many people have issues with that. They're very sensitive on that, especially the church and things like that.
Yeah.
People are uncomfortable around people they claim that are gay. And even though a lot of barriers have been broken with that, what tips can you share from your life experience? Because you've been through some things. I remember you talking about foster care and growing up. And I know a lot of young people who have been abused in foster care and things that has happened to them, and now they're this and now that they're that. But share some tips to people. Look into that camera and speak to our audience out there on this Saturday afternoon. Go ahead.
Well, again, this is just a volume book, and this book is my thoughts on where I'm at with relationships now. The volumes to follow are going to explain how I got to this point. But one of the things that I touch on is that you shouldn't try to control your partner. That's when that's pure crazy. That's when you're crazy, trying to control the actions of others. You can only control your actions and take acceptance and responsibility for the parts that you play in a relationship, because it takes 2 to tango. The other thing is that, it's your relationship. So you're your own best advocate for your relationship, regardless of if you and I were in a relationship together. I still have to play my part. I have to play my role, and communication is key. I can't sit there and say, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is where we're going to go, and this is my plan, and have a 5-year plan and do all of these other things and still expect that 5-year plan to happen, because at the end it all comes out in light. So as far as trust, trust to me is earned. I don't think that you should automatically trust. I think that trust is something that is earned, and that you should go in every situation with the best intentions, with an open mind, and with hope.
People oftentimes say, "Can I trust you?"
Well, can you?
And I've had a lot of trust issues in my relationships of the past. Not that they couldn't trust me. I had issues with them. And, and growth, developing with each other is so key. I always say at the beginning of the relationship, it's the getting to know you stage.
Yes.
Because you're not going to ever know everything about a person.
True, but by the second year, you start seeing those habits.
Yeah, and you want to feel a certain comfortness when you're communicating with your partner to know that they're there for you and that they truly love and care for you. And your intuition will never lead you wrong about things. It has never told me wrong about things. When I put my hands on it and say something's not right here, I believe in open communication, addressing these things so that we can have an understanding what's going on. Sometimes you have to do a check-in. Baby, am I okay with you? Is there some things that I'm doing that's not right? Because I notice the way you're acting towards me. And people just carry a lot of baggage.
True.
They bring a lot of baggage into relationships. I don't want to talk about my past. My past is finished. There's nothing to learn. You can learn from it, but there's nothing to keep going over it over and over again. And I had, I admit, I used to bring in my relationships with people. I used to talk about my past a lot. They were like, leave that alone, Simone. I don't know. I was just thinking and sharing about my past because, some of the things that I've experienced. But I learned to leave the past alone, to work where we are on the fabric of things so that we can really develop this if it's meant to be. Relationships to me are like a revolving door. How can you say you love a person and you're so quick to give up?
True.
Am I right? Because you talk about love in here, depending upon the issues that are going on. A person knows when you truly love them.
True.
Because you're there, support them. I have to say, Dorsey, we talk. I treat my relationships like a marriage. I wear my ring that I buy that person, or I wear to show the outward appearance that, hey, we may not be legally married, but I'm committed to you. When I look at that ring that you gave me or I gave you.
Well, I mean, when you enter in any relationship, the goal is supposed to be for long term. I would assume.
Now, I do wear a lot of rings, so don't think I have so many relationships, y'all. But I'm just saying that I have learned, to treat my relationships like that. And at the beginning of a relationship, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you should be clear on what your expectations are
and what you want,
right?
And where you plan to go.
Now we know that things don't always work out like that. But, I need someone that's going to work, that's going to, support what I do. And I'm not saying financially. I'm a professional at what I do. And then show me love and give me some love.
And communicate effectively,
yeah, exactly. Right? You got to place those things, there because you want to hold up to that. And you got to do check-ins and say, am I doing okay with this?
Right.
Am I treating you okay? What can I do to make things better? Because it's hard out here.
It is. And assumption is the devil.
Yeah. So what else you want to share to the people about this book and how they can purchase this and how it will benefit them in their relationship on your experience as an author?
Well, I would like to say that, in order to purchase the book, you can find the book on my website.
Keep talking. I'm looking for a song I want to play.
Oh,
this song is going to be hot. Go ahead.
The book can be purchased on my website, StanleyCooperWeb.com. That's web with 2 B's. Outside of that, it links to my social media, my current merch that I have going on. I'm available on Facebook, facebook.com/SCWDT. That's Stanley Cooper Does Tech.
And how much is the book?
So right now, the book on my website is still under the pre-sale amount of $10 because I never changed it, and it's going to be that way until next Wednesday and Thursday. Well, when I have my book signing at Knock Restaurant and Bar.
Really exciting picture. Really exciting picture. Is this you on the back?
So
tell me this. Who is this on the back, ladies and guys? Look at that. Oh my goodness.
So that is not me on the back. Okay. So the cover. Have to give props on the cover to Cody Seaton, who is a friend of mine and a talented photographer. He took this picture, and all of the photos inside and on the back of the book are done by Stanley Cooper Web Photography by photographer Brian Mell.
And thank you for Stanley Webb. I see my pictures on that page. So thank you. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. I share like a hero, man.
I appreciate you sharing me. Thank you.
But the book can also be purchased on Amazon. Amazon took down the pre-sale amount, so I think it's on sale on Amazon for $15, but on my website is still for $10, and shipping is included.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
sounds good. Well, I'm gonna play a song. We're gonna come back with some concluding words. I'm gonna ask you some more questions, some real deep personal questions.
Yeah, because I have an announcement too.
Yeah, so. And and we'll keep it going. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm talking to WJ Dorsey, saying Dorsey for the show. My dear friend and brother who's been following me for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget when we met when I was dealing with cancer.
Yeah,
he was there making sure that my car was parked, and when I came in, we met, and that's been way over 10 years now, because this year makes 10 years that I've been cancer free.
Yep.
To God be the glory. I want to play this song because I always ask my guests what they would like for me to play, but I picked this one. This is appropriate because we only need one in our relationship. Why do so many people, and I'm talking to some of you out there, have more than one? You got a backup, you got a side thing. Well, this song by Tyrese says, one. I love this jam. That's all I need is one good one. Here's Tyrese. We'll be back.
Let me start by saying that you're the one. 'Cause this the first time I felt like this player's done. Oh, you're the only number that I dial. Them other chicks, you're the only sex I'm getting now. Ain't that a trip? But it don't matter, 'cause I'm with it. And it don't matter, they get it. 'Cause you're the only one. I'ma be good with just one girl. One girl. That's all I need. I'ma be straight with just one crib and two whips. 'Cause I'm grown now, so all I need is one ghetto girl to make my baby sweet. One ghetto girl, I'm shaking all of my chicks. That's why I'm down on one knee, one ring. Baby, all I need is one. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from loving you and wiping you, spending all my life with you, baby. I'm so committed, this one-on-one, I'm with it. It's so damn good. All the sex we want without no hat, imagine that. Got a real nigga that's gonna have your back, imagine that. That's just the way it is, and that's just how it's gonna go. And you gonna be that one girl. I'ma be good with just one girl. Oh, girl. One girl, that's all I need. I'ma be straight, yeah. Just one. Tell me to it for me, you. Make my baby breathe. Shaking all my legs, baby, all I need. Girl, I ain't gonna front about it. Gotta tell the truth about it. Wait on. Ain't nothing I won't give up just to make you that one. Baby, that one girl. One step, one girl, one love, one name. So it's one need, one ring, one church, and one preacher, one promise. So let a one just one girl. That's all I needed. One whip for me and one whip for you. Just one. Oh, baby, just one. One knee with one ring. Baby, all I need is one.
Stop going to so many different folks. You only need one, folks. You like that one? You got to like that one, huh? You like that? Isn't that a nice jam? Like, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tyrese. It's off the CD After Bed. I know how to pick them, don't I? Mm-hmm. I know how to pick them. So what else you want to share real quick? I think you want to share some exciting news, and then something else you wanted to share about the relationships in your book as well, that it's just not for people that are gay. But go ahead.
Right. So most interestingly enough, I recently got out of a toxic relationship.
And I was going to ask you, were you dating or courting? I like to use the word courting.
Courting.
Yeah.
All right. So I got out of that.
Hold the mic to you. Go ahead.
Toxic relationship. I was being
gaslighted.
Yeah. Oh, I was getting gaslighted. And, as I said, I realized he wasn't where I was at.
When you say gaslighted, what do you mean?
Where every action that they did was somehow my fault. And one of those. You
don't have to blaming. The reason why I'm in this situation is because of you, Simone. No, baby, you're not.
I know.
You're just as crazy.
But during the breakup, I became the bad guy, the good guy, and I think now I'm the bad guy again because we stopped talking. But also because shortly afterwards, someone actually proposed to me who waited to shoot this shot,
right?
And it was very nicely done. And of course, at first I was like, no, but then, we chatted about it and I did accept it. So I did take it and got it.
That's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Black sapphire and tungsten.
Wow.
One of my favorites. I was shocked. He remembered everything. So
I saw a picture of you with the ring on it. I said, oh, that's a very nice ring. I'm going to have to get something like that. Yeah. Okay.
So we're shopping rings and suits now, and we're hoping for a destination.
This is serious.
Yeah. So,
and if he's watching, congratulations. Congratulations. Make sure y'all hire me to MC the wedding.
Oh, most definitely.
I MC'd my first gay wedding this year. Mm-hmm. It was fabulous.
Well, you know what? I've listened to you. I've seen you. You are a very attractive man, and I don't know how you get your legs like that, but
thank you.
But, amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm not in the gym, y'all. I don't even go to the gym, so thank you for that. And it's about taking care of yourself. Like I tell people, I'm 52 in a 28-year-old body. So, but I thank God for that, and thank you for that, because you keep it real and you keep it honest, and I appreciate you. Like, you're not a stranger to me. I've been knowing you for over 10 years, and not knowing that much about you and things like that, because you were always very professional at what you did and how you carried yourself. That's extremely important. So what else do you want to share? I know you want to give some shout outs because you answered the question I was going to ask you, whether you were dating or courting, and now you're engaged.
Yes.
That's great.
Yep.
And that significant other out there that he's engaged to, you got yourself a good guy. This is no guy that's just, right off the street and don't have no goals in his life. People have to understand that when you go into a relationship, you want to have someone who has something going on for themselves. Agreed. And that doesn't mean to have a lot of money or anything, but you don't want somebody that don't have no aspirations and no goals for their life. Come on, that's crazy. Who wouldn't want to be with someone who brings something to the table?
Yeah.
These people are coming in relationships bringing nothing. And then they tell lies saying this and that, like you can't find that information about them. Oh, I do this kind of work. I live here. I do that. And then they become so dependent that you find out you're doing everything. You're doing everything. And I'm not saying you shouldn't try to take care of your partner.
Man, let me tell you.
Man, I've been a provider for years. Okay. And you can't base that because of the work that I do. You have to be bringing something to the table outside of the loving. Huh? That's good. But am I speaking the truth?
It's true. I dated
What's wrong with these people
that told me he was a doctor and totally is not.
And all you have to do, and listen, if you're
it comes out.
And if you're anybody in life, you can Google them.
True.
Get right on the computer. This is a software person. Put your name in and see Simone Malone, and you'll take you to what I do for a living.
Man, you come up on so many different things. DJing. There was something, a class thing that you do.
Yep.
I'm not sure the name of it, so you have to say that.
He did his homework. But people just, they say anything, they post anything. And I may be speaking to somebody out there. I'm sorry, but you post these things about yourself that's not true. And think that people's going to believe it in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I ask so many darn questions after I get with through that interview process. They're like, I can't deal with Malone. He's too much. No, I'm not too much. You're not ready. And I'm not saying that every person should be on your level. Listen, I have had some very unbalanced relationships. but this individual or individuals was doing something for me that made me happy at that time. And if you truly love a person, you will hang in there with them. Now, I'm not talking about being involved with something that's totally abusive. No, you got to get out of it and get some help, or they need to get help. But the stuff that people accept is just ridiculous. I've never been with people in my life that are totally like me. I don't want nobody totally like me. Are you kidding? Another Simone? Jesus God, we'll be fighting all day. No, but I mean, it's really interesting. Relationships are up and down, surprising twists and turns. But it feels good when you're in a relationship that you know someone's got your back.
Yep.
Am I right?
You're right. You're right.
They got your back. When they tell you they love you, they look in your eye. They're not looking there. I love you, baby. No, look me in my eye and you tell me.
We struck a chord.
Because when I walk in the door, and I'm sure you can say the same thing, I'm excited to see you.
Yeah,
I'm communicating with you throughout the day, texting you. I can't wait to see you. What you want for dinner? Mm-hmm. What you want for lunch? I'm gonna sneak away to go by and see you between my work schedule. That's love, isn't it?
I'm not doing
that. But I have flexibility in what I do. I'm just saying,
Shoot, I sneak away. They know I'm going.
So what else do you want to share?
So again,
what's a surprise? Something you wanted to share?
Well, that was a surprise. Was the engagement, but again, just the name of the book is not specifically what the book is about. This book is for anyone who has been in a relationship, whether you are married, just starting out, have been through some stuff, haven't reached where you want to be in a relationship. This goes through so many different things. It's a short read. I received great feedback about it. Wonderful. And the book was actually released on Memorial Day and has sold really well. And I've already started the book tour.
I know. I see people that you're with and holding the book up, and you're really promoting yourself tremendously well. That's great. So go ahead and give some shout outs. Look into that camera, give some shout outs. And then I want you to encourage our brothers out there and encourage those people out there that are in relationships or trying to find their significant partner. Mm-hmm. And one of the things, I don't search for anybody in my life. I
let it flow. Let it happen.
I think that anything that happens to you is a part of your soul's journey. Mm-hmm. And, my past interaction or relationship, I wasn't looking for. And, man, I can talk about that, but I wasn't looking for, or the one before that I wasn't looking for. It just seems to happen, and, and then you go with it if it's meant to be for that time and learn from it. Every relationship is a learning experience, because I said, darn, why do I have to put up with so much of this mess? I'm not like that. I'm not dysfunctional. But people have been traumatized. People have been hurt in relationships. Mm-hmm. And when you find someone good, you need to keep it. I don't understand why people want to deal with people that are not good to them. They're not used to the quality. Am I right?
You're right. And a lot of times they hope that they'll be able to change the person. But if you want to change, it has to come from within yourself.
Right. So go ahead and share what I just said.
So shout outs first.
Absolutely.
All right.
This is about you.
There's no script with this guy, you guys. It just flows. So first I have to say a remembrance to Mama Bev. Love you. Miss you. Professional thanks to Brian Mel, my photographer. I gave him a vision of what I wanted this book to look like, and he made it happen. He was very open to doing the photography, and he did an excellent job. Thank you to Cody Seaton, who did the cover photo for this book. He's actually going to be on the cover of all the rest of the volumes as well, because volume 2 is called Cheating. So that'll be a whole read. Awesome. Thank you to Verse Mega, a lyricist who helped me organize my thoughts. Nzinga from Matt Therapeutics, MAAP, who also helped me organize my thoughts and go through some of these things. M. James Cooper, who I worked on with And Black Issues. And for my friends, Taya, Vanessa, Corn, Jordan, oh my goodness, just see Taya, all of them. So many different people, and I'm trying to name them all out right. Tim, Eshawn, and Jose and Godo and Jerry and Mitchell. Like, see,
you don't want to forget anybody.
I don't want to forget anybody. It's so hard, especially when you think to write it down and then you don't bring any of that with you. Yeah. But to my family, my new extended family and my family, my sisters, Janine, Janelle, brother Lamont, my sister Contessa, and the children, as y'all know who y'all are, the children, and to Mama Toy for accepting me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I was just on page 7, and you said something that we talked about cheating and being committed. For me, you're talking about yourself. You said relationships have failed a bit more than I would like to have admitted, honestly.
Yes.
While I have never, he said he has never cheated on or done anything like that to anyone that I have dated, been in, or partnered with. I can tell you that it has happened with me several times. One of the worst things in a relationship, to me, is lying.
Oh, one of my biggest pet peeves.
And cheating.
Mm-hmm.
All that other stuff I could probably, well, I ain't gonna say all that other stuff. Some other stuff, I could produce some drugs and everything else I can't deal with totally. But the lying and cheating, that hurts.
It does.
Especially when, you try to give people a chance. I've been with people that have done some stupid stuff and I've given them chances. But when you continuously lie and I catch you in it and you cheat and you find out you don't really love me. Someone said, I do love you, Simone. If you love me, you wouldn't do that. First of all, if you love a person and you do that, there's something that you're looking for outside of what's happening in this relationship. I'm saying to myself, what is it? I'm not good enough intimately. I'm not good enough financially. I'm not good enough. And like you said, you can't do everything for someone.
That's right.
It starts with your core values of who you are and what your belief system is. Folks, I just want to encourage you, like him. If you're in a relationship or you're trying to explore, give it time, be careful, make sure this is really what you want and that person that you want to be with really wants to be with you and not going to try to use you. I call it a game that they play.
Yeah.
What is this game? I was telling somebody, you playing a game with me? I said, I'm much older than you. I'm old enough to be your daddy. What's wrong with you?
Oh, my goodness.
So stop playing these games.
But people do it. And sometimes people think that that's the only way that they can get someone to do something because they haven't accepted themselves. They're not conscious of their actions to other people, and they're not self-aware of their own self. It takes a lot to get here. Yeah. And everyone, growth is the only thing that should continue throughout the relationship. You shouldn't become stagnant. You shouldn't be so stuck in a way. And you also shouldn't enter a relationship bringing the baggage of an old relationship. I do say forgive, but not forget. Take every other relationship as a life lesson to bring forward, but go into each relationship hopeful, loving, and with plans for the future, not on the grounds that this is going to end or this person is going to do me wrong or, all men are this, all women are this, because it's not all men, it's not all women, it's those types of people. And sometimes you also have to look at yourself to try to figure out, well, why are you attracted to that type of behavior? And why are those type of people attracted to you as well?
Real quick, and I know we're going to get off here because we can continue to stay on this subject matter. I
know.
Why do people, and I oftentimes talk to many people because, I work professionally in mental health, from radio to mental health. They say, I've been in therapy with people and they tell me, I want somebody who's going to take care of my needs and take care of me. How do you feel about that? When someone comes to you and tell you that, from the beginning, and you say that, I'm like, wow, I don't think this is going to work. You want to take care of me. No, you're responsible to take care of yourself. And you support the person. I can understand when you're in a relationship with someone or you're married to them, they lose their job and, you need each other to survive.
Well, that's different.
I'll give you a prime example. Someone that I've been with and something happened and they weren't getting paid for almost a month. I stepped in and helped to pay their bills. But I'm not going to do that every month. I'm not a bank. but I did it out of love because I wanted to make sure I was addressing their needs, that they had food and that their cell phone bill was paid and that they can get around and do what they got to do, even though they depend on Simone and think I'm a taxi. I said, no, you have an Uber or Lyft account. Call them sometimes. How do you feel about that?
Well, I am not for taking care of anyone at this point. I believe that we should take care of each other. But that was actually one of my biggest flaws in a relationship, doing whatever I can to make the other person happy, even if it hurt me. One of my relationships, the guy lost his place due to a fire, which was sad, and I had moved him in. And this man, he just just expected me to take care of everything.
Was it hard to get him out?
It wasn't hard to get him out. I've gotten to the point where now I'm just like, well, you need to go.
What if they didn't want to go? You have people like that. They come in and let them come in and stay for a little while to help them, and they're like, no, I'm not going anywhere. And then you have to call the police. You have to get orders and all kinds of crap.
Well, you just said it. You have to call the police and get orders and all kinds of crap.
My goodness.
I mean, these things happen. They do happen, and people, it's easy for people to take advantage of those who are open and who give without, wanting anything in return.
And I'm one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I want some things in return, but I'm just saying,
gosh.
I'm just playing with you guys. No. I mean, no, but you give from your heart because you care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, someone recently I knew was in need and that likes me, and I'm happy where I am with some things. Some things need work, and they said, Simone, I just need some help. Can you help me? I can't wash my clothes. I can't. And this is someone who I liked, and they liked me. And I said, okay, I'll cash app you $50.
Mm-hmm.
I made their day. To help out sometimes.
But that's fine. But then when it becomes that you're the only person that is always, helping out and doing things, and you're like, well, don't you have family? Don't you have
That's
friends?
What I'm saying. Like, why me? Before you get to me, did you go down your list with all these other people? Because they knew from the type of heart that I have, I would do it. I made the person wait 24 hours, 48 hours, and then I sent it. So
I do say don't struggle in silence. Don't struggle in silence. Don't hurt in silence. Reach out to somebody, call somebody, message somebody. That's always the way to go.
Right.
But some things, people love to use people, and it happens so often.
Yeah. Gotcha. So what's your final word? Again, hold the book up and tell them how they can get this book. He signed mine. I'm going to lay across the bed tonight and read this. It's an easy read, and I glanced at it.
Short read.
And see what's juicy in here. Some juicy stuff in here. Go ahead.
Well, you can find the book on Amazon again at StanleyCooperWeb.com, web with 2 B's. You can also find me on Facebook, Facebook.com/SCWDT. Stanley Cooper Web Does Tech. That'll connect you to all my social media aspects. And, this book is just food for thought with some artistically nude photography. It is not a fix this how-to type of book. It is just giving everybody relatable material to tell you that you're not the only one that had those type of thoughts. You're not the only one that has been in that type of situation, and that, there is a way through. There is a way to get over. There's a way to move forward. There's a way to keep going.
Got you. And you know what? I noticed there were some pictures you had of yourself that I've seen. Man, I love that tattoo. Oh, Superman. You are a Superman hero. Can you show? It's okay. Can you show them a little bit? Yeah. Can you? It's okay. This is exclusive, and isn't that sharp? My goodness, you're into that, huh?
It's the Superman was a running joke amongst my friends during one of my first surgeries when I had metal placed in my left leg.
Sure.
So a metal implant from my knee to my hip, which is hip replacement, from when I was 19, and they got me this Man of Steel thing and said that you're now the Man of Steel, and I kind of took to it. I ran with it. I loved all the Superman apparel and stuff. Just the symbol, though.
Right.
That's
cool. Well, again, thank you for joining us for this exclusive interview on Unapologetically Gay.
Volume 1.
Some people apologize. I'm sorry I'm this. I'm sorry I'm that. Just be happy with who you are. I oftentimes say, give yourself what you need to feel whole and good each day. And you know what that is. Spending time in your spiritual faith, spending time with those that you can during this pandemic that you love and care for, And the last part is make sure you get some love in it. Listen, thank you again. I'm going to play a song as we close this out. And if any of you that would love to be here on my show for my Facebook Live, I can discuss all the business details about how you can be here in Studio 236 that I own and operate. Tell everybody about this. You like this setup?
I like the setup. Yeah. It's easy. It's very relaxing. You know, I'm just nervous on video, but it's very relaxing.
But you can reach out to me at feelgoodman1@yahoo.com. There's only one. That's me, y'all. feelgoodman1@yahoo.com, or you can email me, at afternoondelight@hdms.net or songbookofgospel@hdms.net. And call me. The studio line is available for you, 215-224-4297. Don't be afraid to pick up the telephone. Some of you are afraid to chat with me. They don't know what to say. Just call me. I'll speak a word into your life as well. And make sure you join me during the weekday like you do, Tuesday through Friday for my national gospel show from 9 to 10:30. And, of course, my inspirational moments. And then Afternoon Delight for the R&B show from 3 to 6, where I give you that smooth voice. Like, what's happening, baby? All right. What's your final word?
Be your own self-advocate and enter everything with hope and positivity.
Sounds good. Well, they want to scream. That's how we do it. Thank you. And we appreciate all of you for tuning in. I want to play this last song, and then we're going to get out of here. I got some things I need to make a couple of runs to get some things done and help some folks today. I want to play this song from Keith. It's from Keith Washington. The question is, for all of you out there, are you still in love with me? Do you love Dorsey? Do you love the Radio Feel Good Man? Speak to us under the video and make sure you share this. Are you still in love with me? Here's Keith Washington. Have a great Saturday. I love you all. Mwah, mwah.
Something's wrong. Oh, I can tell. Is it that someone new came along and broke the spell? There's a doubt that I can't shake. Emptiness in your kiss, I'm finding hard to take. If you're having second thoughts, if you think we should let go, after all we've been through, I should be the first to know. See this insecurity, oh, it's slowly killing me. I've got to know, baby, tell me how you feel. Are you still in love with me, like the way you used to be? Or did it all fade away? And the hurt I feel, is it here to stay? Are you still in love with me, like the way you used to be? Or did it all tumble down? And the pain I feel is here to stay in my heart. I won't accept what my mind knows to be true, that I'm slowly losing you. I can only try to bring love back in line, but something in your eyes says I'm running out of time. I would call you on the phone just to hear you say, honey, I love you always. Oh, I miss those days. Now I feel so all alone. Baby, where did we go wrong? Tell me that love is here. No, it hasn't disappeared. Are you still in love with me, like the way you used to be? Or did it all fade away? And the hurt I feel, is it here to stay? Are you still in love with me, like the way you used to be? Or did it all tumble down? And the pain I feel is here to stay. so all alone. Baby, where did we go wrong? Tell me no, baby, do you love me? Tell me no, lady, do you love me? Cause I need to know, and I wanna know. Hey, hey, don't make me wait so long, baby. Ooh, like the way you used to be. Or did it all fade away? And the hurt I feel, is it here to stay? Are you still in love with me? Like the way you used to be? Or did it all tumble down? And the pain I feel, is it here to stay? I wanna know love.